Student, this is Std.X and today we are going to deal with one of the most important topic of 10th standard geography, field visit. As you all know, because of lockdown which has been there all over the world, because of which we are not able to go our school. So we, the teachers of St. Paul, have started an initiative to carry out video lecture for the student so that students sitting at home will be able to study without going to the regular school. So first of all, we are going to learn what is the definition of field visit. Field visit is a visit to a factory, to a farm, or to a museum made by student and a teacher for the purpose of the first-hand experience or observation. Students are supposed to note down the definition displayed on your screen. You can use your 9th standard geography notebook also, or any notebook available at home for writing the notes. A field trip is a visit to an area outside of the normal classroom where children can try new things, have different experiences, and learn valuable life lessons. A field trip can be to countless locations where students can see new sights and have hands-on opportunities in a wide variety of experiences. Now let me explain the definition. Suppose you want to visit any region, it could be any region, for instance, forest area, mountainous region, farm area, historical field, or so on. So, can we call it field visit? If we simply visit that particular area? No, we can't call it field visit. For this, you need to acquire some information regarding that particular region. For this, you can prepare a set of questionnaire. Like if you visit agriculture field or a village, you can ask them questions prepared by you, like what kind of employment opportunities are available in your area, what kind of crops you people are growing during rainy season, during paddy season, during rabi season, etc. So such type of questions can be asked during field visit. The question arises that why should we learn field visit, or what is the importance of field visit? Field visit gives us practical knowledge of that area. So whenever we are going and visiting those places, we get practical understanding or information about that area. Suppose you are going to Delhi from Mumbai by train, you will witness change in landform, change in agriculture pattern, change in soil or vegetation. So, whenever we visit a place, we experience a change in climatic condition, soil, vegetation, and so on. So, we can say reading books give us knowledge, but practical knowledge we can get when we are going and visiting that particular place. Importance of field visit. Point number one. Field visit helps in understanding various geographical concepts, elements, and process through direct experiences. Point number two. Field visit helps in understanding the correlation between humans and environment. Point number three. Field visit makes the study of geography more interesting and enhance the knowledge. Okay, so now you have planned a field visit. Is it so easy to go for any field visit? Do you think so? No, it is not. Before visiting any place, you need to remember certain points. Point number one, you need to have proper planning regarding your visit. Now let us understand what is this proper planning. Planning is you should know the timing of your field visit, what you need to carry along with you, which is very important because if you don't have proper plan, you can't lead a successful trip. Now, second most important thing is you must know the exact location where you want to visit. You have started your field visit and you don't know the location, then it's going to be trouble for you. Next important thing is how you are going to reach that particular place, because there are several means of transportation like roadways, waterways, airways. So depending on your distance and budget, you can choose better mode of transport, which depends on you. Now you should also be aware of which is the cheapest mode of transport, because you are not a single person going for that particular field visit. Would be many people with you, like your colleagues, students, teacher. So it is very important to go for the cheapest mode of transportation to manage your budget for of your field visit. Now, next very important thing is we should be very well aware of how much time it is going to take, when are we going to come back, etc. Then only we can experience a successful field trip. Now we will discuss things which you are supposed to carry along with you when you are going for any field visit. And the list of the items that you are supposed to carry are there on your screen, and you should make a note of it. The first very important thing is a lightweight bag. Now, why your bag should be light in weight? Because heavy bag may cause trouble for you. You may find it difficult to move with very heavy bags. Next important thing is a pen, pencil, and a notebook to note down things. Next, you should carry a backpack with your name tag and your mobile number, so that if so that it will not get mixed with other bags, and you can find it easily if it is lost or misplaced. Next is a tiffin box. A lunch box should be carried with you, because you don't know whether you are going to the place, you will be getting any restaurant or not. So better to carry a tiffin along with you, and a water bottle also. Most essential thing is a mobile phone or a camera to capture things which cannot be carried with you and you will require while writing report. Next is a first aid box and a garbage bag to keep waste in it, and some other essential are like sunglasses, cap, cash, etc.
Field visit. Introduction. Rahul. Hi, I'm Rahul, and these are my classmates. Sakshi, Meena, Suraj, Renuka, Savitri, Pooja, Nazma, Neha, Kasim, Mary, Vahida, Tushar, Namdev, Shiv, Urmi, and Abira. Sakshi. We are going on a field visit from Naldurg in Osmanabad district. Suraj. To Alibag in Raigad district. Mary. Our school has engaged a special state transport bus for this purpose. Namdev. Our teacher has helped us to organize this visit. Look, this is our route. Abira. Besides our personal luggage and iCards, we are carrying these items too. A cap, water bottle, pen, pencils and paper, binoculars, a camera, a compass, map and first aid box in our rucksacks. Shiv. Isn't it exciting? Why don't you join us? Day 1, 6 hours. Itinerary and instructions. Teacher. We have left Naldurg and are on our way to Solapur, where we will have our breakfast. Lunch will be near Sanagar, Pune. Observe both sides of the roads and write your observations in your notebooks with reference to these points. Relief, water bodies, vegetation, soil, agriculture, human settlement, settlement patterns. Topography. Rahul. Madam, I can see undulating topography with plains in between and also some agricultural fields. Sakshi. We can see small settlements along the roads. We can also see tea stalls, dhabas, petrol pumps and other shops. Teacher. Yes. Meena, your observations? Meena. Madam, are we going downslope? Teacher: Correct. Now we are in the southern part of Balaghat ranges. They are the eastern offshoots of the Sahyadris. Keep looking at the map given to you and the topography outside. You can easily see the changes occurring in the landscape. Settlement patterns and housing types. Teacher: Now, tell me about the settlement patterns and housing types. Suraj: Madam, in rural areas we see houses in a straight line along the road. Their walls are made of clay while the roofs are made of mud and wood. Renuka: In this area, we can mainly see dry grass. Trees which have shed their leaves are visible in some places. Teacher: Good observations, Suraj and Renuka. Such settlements are called linear settlements, as we have learnt earlier. The traditional mud and wood houses which you saw are called Dhabyachi Ghare. The vegetation here belongs to the dry deciduous type, which sheds its leaves during a specific season. Urban settlements. Teacher: Now we have reached Solapur city. In such urban areas, the population density is high. We see multi-storied houses made from a mixture of cement, sand, rubble, and water. They are constructed using bricks. Shops with modern amenities like shopping malls, big restaurants, etc. are found along the roads. Rahul, could you please distribute the breakfast packets among your friends? Thank you. Crop cultivation. Teacher: Now we are crossing Solapur city. Students, look around at the cultivation. What do you see? Savitri: Madam, the fields are greener here. When we had left Naldurg, we had seen shrub crops and there was some sugarcane, but mainly sugarcane is being cultivated here. Teacher: Correct. When we had left Naldurg, we had seen cultivation of moog, urad and other pulses, but now it is mainly sugarcane because of the availability of irrigation facilities. Irrigation facilities. Savitri: Yes, madam. We had crossed a canal some time ago, and now I can see a large reservoir here. Which is this reservoir, madam? Teacher: Refer to your maps. As shown, to our right are the backwaters of the Ujni Dam built on the river Bhima. This dam is mainly used for supplying drinking water. It is also used for power generation, fishing irrigation, etc. Changes in relief. Pooja: Madam, this seems to be a flatter area. Teacher: Yes, we are going through a part of the Deccan Plateau itself. As we go westwards, we will notice major changes in the relief and vegetation. Changes in vegetation. Nazma: I also noticed that when we left Naldurg, trees like jujube, boar and babool, etc. were visible. But here, different trees are seen. Teacher: Good. While crossing Naldurg, we saw semi-arid, thorny type of vegetation. Change in type of vegetation is an indicator of change in the amount of rainfall in that area. We see that Anjan, ironwood, banyan and peepal trees are more in number here. Sinagarh Fort. We have reached the foothills of Sinagarh. Now we will climb to the top and you will see the offshoots of the Western Ghats. You will only carry your iCard, notebook, pen, binoculars, camera, cap, map and water bottle. Keep your luggage and other items in the bus itself. Teacher: we have now reached the fort of Sinagarh. How will you collect information about it? Neha: Madam, we saw a board at the entrance which gave us information about the Sinagarh fort. We have also clicked its pictures. Variation in relief. Teacher: good, Neha. Now who will tell the differences in the relief features? Qasim: Madam, we can see that now the undulating plains have turned into rugged topography with hills. This is a high hill. We are at a higher altitude and hence can even experience clouds. Teacher: very good, Qasim. You can see many physical features like rock pinnacles, valleys and hills and layers formed from volcanic eruption. Have you recognized the rock found here? You might have seen some debris of landslides at places while climbing. Rahul: Madam, this is basalt, an igneous type of rock, which we have learnt about earlier. Agricultural pattern. Teacher: now tell me about the agricultural pattern around here. Mary: we saw mainly pulses being cultivated at the place where we live. Between Solapur to Pune, we saw sugarcane. Now we see mainly paddy fields. Teacher: correct. It is because of the good amount of rainfall here. Comparing Naldurg and Sinagarh forts. Teacher: can you recall seeing a similar fort-like structure before? What difference do you see between both of them? Wahida: Madam, the Naldurg fort is not situated on a hill like Sinagarh. We do not have to climb up a slope to see it. Teacher: very good. Now we have reached the top of the fort. This is a hill fort built on a hill with a view to security and to keep an eye on the surroundings. Naldurg is a fort on the land. All such forts are the heritage of our state. Dam and Devtaki. Teacher: come here and look down. The water body that you can see in front is the reservoir of the Khadakwasla Dam, which serves water to areas in and around Pune. Now we will go to the Kalyan Darwaja gate. Come here and see this structure. This is called Devtaki, sacred tank. Water coming from a natural spring gets stored here. Even today it serves water all the year round to the people who stay at this fort? All students. Oh my God! How can water be available continuously at this height since centuries? Pune. Teacher. We will be visiting places in Pune like Shaniwarwada and famous marketplaces like Tulsi Bagh and Mahatma Phule Mandai Market. There are wholesale and retail markets here where you can shop before dinner and overnight halt. Make sure you write down all your observations. Day 2, 7 hours. Changes in relief. Teacher. Now we are on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Can you see the change in the relief again? We will stop at Rajmachi Point near Lonavala. Tushar. Yes, madam. Even though we are driving on a plain road, we can see hilly regions all around. The frequency of houses is becoming less. Teacher. These are the slopes of the Western Ghats, also called the Sahyadris. From here you can observe the difference in slope, the gentle slope to the east and the steep slope to the west. Towards the west, you can see many cliffs and waterfalls, which you have learned about earlier. This region is also the source of the river Ulhas, a major west-flowing river. Ghats and vegetation. Namdev. Madam, we are crossing the Ghat section. Are we going to Khopoli? Teacher. Correct, Namdev. This is known as the Phor or Khandala Ghat in the Western Ghats. Shiv. Madam, we can see dense forest comprising of thick vegetation in the Ghats. We can see trees with broad leaves. We have seen such trees in the Sinagat region too. Teacher. These are teak trees. This region is a region of deciduous trees. There are many Vanrais and Devrais, woodlands and sacred groves. Western coastal plain of India. Teacher. We will now enter the western coastal plains of India. Observe the trees, soil and houses. Nazma. Madam, I can feel a change in the weather. It is getting hotter and I have started perspiring. Teacher. Because of increase in humidity in the air, we start perspiring and the skin becomes sticky. As we go near the sea, this will increase. Namdev. Madam, it has started raining in this region. Also, the amount of rainfall seems to be more. It might be happening because of this. Teacher. Correct, Namdev. This happens because of heavy rainfall and the nearness to the sea. Also because of high rainfall, rice is the major crop here. Soon we will reach the sea. Can you name it? All students. The Arabian Sea. Teacher. Good. After reaching Alibag, before we go to our lodges, we will visit the Talati office. You can gather information on the basis of the questionnaire you have prepared in the school. Urmi. We will be asking questions about the types of crops, soil types, cultivation of fruits and other cash crops. We will ask how land revenue is collected in this office, about land under irrigation, watershed programs and other occupations in the village. Sea coast at Alibag. Teacher: after lunch we will go to the sea coast. How many of you will be seeing the sea for the first time? Abira: I'm just trying to imagine how breathtaking it will be. What will it look like? Or will there be just water? Teacher: patience, Abira. We will be reaching the beach just now. We have already given clear instructions regarding precautions to be taken there. We will also visit a fort called Kolaba or Alibag Fort here. We will have to take into account the timings of the high and low tides, as this is away from the coast in the sea. Can you identify some of the landforms formed by sea waves, which you have studied earlier? All children. Almost together. Beach, sea caves, wave-cut platforms, sandbars. Teacher: good. You remember them well. Now let's enjoy. Land and sea forts. Neha: Madam, this fort is different from the first two. Teacher: good, Neha. Can you tell the difference between them? Neha: yes, madam. This fort was constructed in water while other two were on land. Teacher: correct. This fort is built on a wave-cut platform. Because it is surrounded by sea water, it is called a sea fort. These forts were built for the security of the seas. There are many such forts on the west coast. Neha: yes, I have heard names like Sindhudurg and Janjira earlier. Occupations. Teacher: based on the information you have collected, can you tell what occupations are followed here? Rahul: Madam, fishing and agriculture are both practiced here. Teacher: correct, Rahul. To which category do these occupations belong? Rahul: Madam, these are primary occupations. Teacher: true. Initially, fishing was the main occupation. Later on, agriculture was also practiced in this region, but away from the shore. Coconut, betel nut, jackfruit, banana and some spices are cultivated in the coastal plains. This is horticulture farming. Today, tourism has become an important occupation here. Let us, like tourists, enjoy playing on the beach, clicking photos of the sunset, before returning to our lodges to compile our reports. Remember that we have to make an early start after breakfast to return home.
Now remaining subtopics like precaution during field visit, how to write a report will be discussed in next video.